the F82 M4. Arguably one of the greatest generations of M car. And I just bought one.
Now there's a catch with this one. This may look like a perfectly good M4 from 10 feet away, however, this one's been damaged before, but in a few places, and I know exactly where.
Now I have taken a huge risk spending all of my money buying this car in the hope that you guys enjoy the content, and in the hope that it isn't absolutely battered behind the previous repairs. So, wish me luck.
Now to give you guys a better idea of what I'm talking about, I need to be able to show you what I'm talking about. So the first things first, get the car clean to expose all of the bad points, and then we can move on to doing some modifications. So I'm going to quickly go around the car jetting off any surface dust and get that sparkly colour coming out again. Nothing major, just enough to show you what's beneath it. And of course, giving the wheels a quick clean while I'm there as well. So I covered them in fallout remover because these haven't been done in a long time by the looks of it. Once that was done, I'm going to quickly go around the car scrubbing any excess dirt the jet wash couldn't quite get off, and just hope to God that I'm not going to uncover any more damage I haven't already noticed. And this is a good time to say thank you for us hitting our goal of 50,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful for all of you who followed along. This year we can now increase our goal to 100,000. So if you like the new car and you want to see the build, hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. And now we're all done, we can completely jet the car off and finish of course by drying it down.
Now with the car clean, we can go around the car and I can actually walk you through what this car is. And straight off the bat, the colour. Now this is called mineral white, and it's not a flat white, it's actually a pearlescent white, and as you can see in the sun, it really does sparkle. However, this car has been painted on numerous occasions, and I'll show you where in a second. However, it doesn't really bother me cars being painted because brand new cars get painted because they get transport damaged or whatever, so paintwork isn't really my issue. It's when paintwork's bad, that's when it's the issue. And the paintwork on this car isn't necessarily bad, but it definitely isn't the best. Now this is obviously a 2015 M4, but it's not a competition. However, it's still a cool car. You have the usual M seats, which are so cool. I love these seats, and they light up here, which is really cool. This one does come with the carbon pack on the inside, which I love because carbon fibre is just obviously the best looking thing you can have. It's got Harman Kardon, which is also a nice little bonus. Now I'm pretty sure all BMWs have it, but it's got all the adjustable suspension, sports mode, suspension, steering, parking sensors. It has heated seats, it's got adaptive headlights, it's got cruise control. It has the lot, which I love. Especially coming from my 07 Audi, having all this technology is actually a massive bonus. But one thing that I really wanted was a stock M4, and I mean bone stock. This isn't mapped, it isn't modified, and they're actually quite hard to come by now because everyone just does the same thing. So I feel like I got quite a good deal on this car. Besides, obviously, the bad bits, which we're going to go into now. Now, the paintwork on this car is not the best at all. The front bumper's being painted, the rear bumper's being painted, and I'm pretty sure the quarter has been painted as well. And it's quite a difficult colour to paint. This is mineral white, it's a 3-stage pearl. And a lot of people cheap out when they paint these cars, and I think they've done the exact same thing here. Now, for those of you who don't know, a 3-stage pearl is completely different to any other colour because you have to lay down multiple layers of paint in order to get that sparkly finish you can see here. This isn't flat. This is quite a pearlescent colour. Now what people tend to do to save a bit of money is when they paint something that's a 3-stage pearl, they usually just paint the one panel. However, with a 3-stage pearl, you need to blend the colours into different panels. So if you were painting the wing, for example, you would have to blend into the door so the colour seamlessly fades out into the original colour because it's so hard to match. And things like the front bumper, they've actually done on the car, which you can see here. They've painted over the sensors, over the rubbers. So instead of taking the front bumper off and painting it properly, they've just left it on the car, painted it on the car, painted over the rubbers on the sensors, and just all round done a pretty bad job. But they've even left some overspray on the trims here, as you can see in here. Now it's kind of just a poor job doing it. It's a bit of a lazy job the way they've done it. However, I think we can rectify this. And they've done the same on the rear bumper as well. As you can see, they've painted over the centre rubbers, so it indicates to me that this has been painted on the car. Now, I come from a body shop background, so these sort of things I will spot straight away, but to the normal average person that has never worked on cars, they will never notice this, and this stuff really kind of bothers me. I wish it didn't bother me, but it did. For example, this quarter. Now, this quarter looks perfectly fine from this angle. However, there should be a stone chip sticker here. As you can see on the other side, here, there's a sticker, and this prevents stone chips happening. So, because these are so wide at the back, stone chips hit this a lot, and this is there to protect the quarter from getting damaged. And this side conveniently does not have one. And if you look really closely down the panel, you can kind of see some deficiencies in the paintwork just here. You can only really see it at the right angle. If you look there, compared to here, you can't really see it. But because this is such a pearlescent colour, you can quite clearly see it's got some deficiencies in the paintwork. That indicates to me this has been painted. And as I said to you before, you're supposed to blend the panel so the colour fades into the original colour on the door, for example. And they haven't touched this door, and it just isn't perfect. But this is me being picky. And another thing that I noticed, which is really, really annoying, the back light is broken. Look, like, how has that even happened? And you can see in here the edge of the petrol flap. You can see the paintwork where they've done it. It's just a bit of a lazy job. Now, talking about lazy, we are fastly approaching February, which is about the time that people give up on their New Year's resolutions. But I don't want you to do that, because sometimes a bit of outside help can really help you achieve that goal. And today, BetterHelp is our paid partner, and they have reached out because they feel like they can really make a difference to your life. Now, for me, I've set my own goals this year, and I'm going to try my utmost hardest to stay consistent with them goals. But I know how hard it can be. Things come up and things get set back, and sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. And therapy can really help you to stay calm in them situations and find a resolution that's right for you, which in turn will allow you to understand yourself a little bit more and build long-lasting support for your own well-being. And don't just take it from me, over 6 million people have received help from BetterHelp, so you know it's a platform you can trust. Now, all 6 million people aren't the same. They're all different, which is why BetterHelp has a long list of different therapists so you can find the one which is right for you. All you need to do is fill out a questionnaire and they will match you with a therapist that's right for you in as little as a couple of days. And that is all based on your own preferences. And if you find for whatever reason that isn't the right therapist for you, you can just switch therapists. And you can do that at any time at no extra cost. Now, it can be very easy to stay in that tunnel vision mindset, but what I've noticed over the years is there is a lot of knowledgeable people out there, and sometimes it's just good to hear a different perspective, especially from an expert. And I understand it might be difficult to jump into something that you're not quite used to, but if you have any thoughts in your mind that you may benefit from therapy, make sure you check out BetterHelp. Just click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com or use the link on the screen right now and get yourself 10% off your first month of therapy. So thank you to BetterHelp for partnering on today's video, and let's get back to it. However, a bonus with this car is they've actually done the rocker cover gaskets. Now, that is a notorious thing on these cars to go, so they need to be done, as well as crank hub and the turbos. They haven't been done, unfortunately, but the rocker cover gaskets have been done, and they've even changed the rear discs for me as well, which is a massive bonus. It's another thing that I don't actually have to do now. So besides a few bits on the paintwork and the back light, this car is pretty damn good. And as I said before, it's bone stock. So we can start from scratch with this car. Another thing that people may have noticed is it doesn't have a diffuser, which is really weird. However, I do actually have a carbon diffuser to go on this. And as well, the front grills are kind of tatty. I think they've been painted in aerosol black or something. They're supposed to be chrome, but I do have new black ones to go on. So now all the bad stuff's out of the way, I think we can start putting some modifications on this car. Let's do it. Now, I am going to be ripping these grills off because they're just looking horrible. They look all tatty and disgusting. They've been aerosoled. I need to get them off. We also have a diffuser to go on this car because it just looks really weird without a diffuser on. I don't know what is going on there, but we have a diffuser going on this car and it's right here. a carbon diffuser because a carbon diffuser is the typical thing to do on an M4. Now, I want to make this car as clean as possible, and I want to make it as subtle as possible as well. I don't want it to look like a really chavvy M4. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this really, really clean, a street build that's going to look really, really nice. So let's get the diffuser on, let's get the grills on. Now, it doesn't get much simpler than this, if simpler is a word. All you need to do, because we don't have a diffuser on there, we literally just slot it in. Let's hope I don't mess this up as I've said that. Oh, there we go. Simple as that. Now we've put 2 screws in the bottom, one here and one here, and the rear end is complete. No, I'm joking, we're going to do a lot more to this. Screw it in, one, screw it in, 2. And it is as simple as that. Now we have a diffuser on the car, and it already looks better. I do have plans for this backlight. I'm not just going to put another backlight on this because I want to upgrade these. So I'm thinking either put the GTS rear lights on there, which are going to look really, really cool, or we upgrade them to the LEDs from the facelift. So put it in the comments, what do you think I should do? Put the facelift backlights on there with the LEDs, or really upgrade them with some GTS ones. I also want to do the same with the headlights. Now I've got an option. Do I go for icons off the facelift, which everyone knows icons always look better? However, I can get different headlights for these, and I can have a switchable headlight, so they go for yellow or they go to LED crystal white. So what do you think I should do? Should I put the yellow DRL headlights in, which are switchable, or do I just put the updated icons on there? Let me know in the comments. Now it's time to get these horrible grills off. Let's do it. Now, the correct way to get these grills off would be obviously to get the front bumper off completely and just take them out from the back. But you can actually get to the tabs if it will focus. There's tabs, it won't focus. There's a tab here, and a tab here, and it goes all the way around. But I think we might just be able to get to that from there. Do you reckon I can just pull these out actually? No, they're not playing ball. I mean, these are going in the bin, so I probably could just rip them out. Oh! Okay, that worked. Look how terrible they are. Oh my God, who painted that? That is diabolical. Well, now we've got that one out. Do you reckon this one will go? Come on. Oh, Jesus. That's one way of doing it. Oh, they're diabolical. Who on earth painted that? Stevie Wonder. Right then, let's get the new grills in. If anyone's looking for these grills, I am selling them for £2,000. Haven't been painted at all, in mint condition, or haven't been ragged out or anything. All the tabs are intact. Just let me know if you want these. I absolutely love the look of this car. I can't believe I own an M4. Thank you all for watching the videos, because this is actually quite surreal. I'm just standing here looking at the car and I'm really happy. And there are the new grills. These ones do have the M4, which it's supposed to have. I don't know why these ones don't have it, but they are just in better condition than these ones. These are horrible, and these ones are nice. So let's get these on. I tell you what, these have been some easy installs so far. I literally just clip a carbon diffuser on and clip some grills in. Lovely. And the second one, beautiful. And they already look 10 times better. It just makes it look that little bit more new. Beautiful. And again, if anyone wants these, £2,000 or nearest offer. They haven't been kicked around or anything, I promise you. Now, next on the list, I want to make this car look like it hasn't been painted. So first thing we need to do is get a stone chip sticker for that. However, there is something that we can do right now, and it's these sensors. Now, these sensors make it look like it's being painted because obviously they've been painted over. But there is one little trick that I've learned over the years, and it's if you paint over sensor rubbers, then you can actually get the paint off them, because they don't hold paint very well, they don't stick, they just kind of sit on top and then you can peel them off. So I'm thinking if we get a little tool and just pick that off, it'll make it look like it hasn't been painted any more than it has, as long as you don't look too closely at it, because it definitely looks like it's been painted. So let's try and get these paint off the rubber seals and make it look a bit more better. A bit more better, a bit better, more better, so whatever it, I don't know what it is, just make it look better. Right, now let's see if this works. You can probably see on the camera the orange peel If you look too closely, it does look quite bad, but from about 2 feet away, not too bad. But yeah, you can see this is being painted. Right. Oh yeah, see? See, they don't stick to rubbers very well. Oh God, I hope this works. They can't say that doesn't look better. That's what they're supposed to look like, and that's what they look like there. That looks better to me, so I'm doing that for all of them. And now, of course, we're doing the same for the rears. Now that is a subtle change, but I believe that looks a little bit better than what it did before. It almost looks like it hasn't been painted now. Another thing that I noticed that was wrong with this car, explain this. How the hell? They're on both. How on earth have they broken both? That makes no sense. What on earth has happened there? How do you break both? And whilst we're inside the car, there is another thing that I've noticed that's wrong with this car amongst the other bits. But the speaker right here doesn't seem to work very well. Now, I'm not going to play music because it will just get copyrighted, but every time you put your music on relatively loud, that starts crackling. So I think they're called a tweeter. I think that tweeter's on the way out. So I might rip that out now and get one of them on order because it is driving me insane. Yes, I'm using a Temu trim tool. Oh, yes. Now, I don't know which one's broken. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's probably that. That's supposed to go on there. I think that's why it's making a noise. Right, now I think I found the issue. Now this is supposed to sit right in the middle there. However, it's somehow come loose. I reckon someone's been blasting music and it's just rattled its way off. However, as you can see, this middle piece is supposed to be attached to this, but you can just kind of see it's separated. So I'm thinking, if I just glue that back onto there, it won't rattle anymore. So instead of buying a new one, which, bearing in mind, this build is going to cost me a lot of money because I know the parts in this car are very, very expensive, but I'm gonna do it because it's entertaining for you guys. But things like that, I don't want it added to the list. So I might just drop a bit of glue on the sides, let it seal together properly, and hopefully it shouldn't rattle anymore. Hopefully another quick fix, I don't know. Probably though. I don't want to be buying one of them because it's just wasted money. I'm doing this completely blind, by the way, guys, because I can't see past my interior mirror. Jesus, that's tight! My God! Ugh. Right then, we're out. Let's glue this back down. Right, and we're back. And those of you who are saying this is a bad glue job, leave me alone. This is actually pretty decent. And if I just gently do it, it's moving as one piece now. So this should work, I hope. Beautiful. Nice. Now obviously I can't show you that it works because I'll just get copyrighted, but it does work, which is a nice little win. So that's one thing out of the way. The grills are done, the speaker is done, the diffuser is done, the sensors have now been rectified as best as I can. Now, next on the list, we are putting more modification on the car. Obviously, we are starting the mods immediately. So, in the next episode, you're gonna see some really, really cool parts going on this car. So, I will see you all in the next video. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I hope you like the new car as well, because I am loving it, and I can't wait to build it. 2026 is the year we step things up. And each car this year is going to be a step up from last year. So if you are enjoying the content or you have enjoyed the content in the past, it's only going to get better. So hit that subscribe button. Our goal for 2026 is 100,000 subscribers. Now that is a big ask, but I feel like we can do it. And the only people that can do it is you guys. So if you are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment on this video, what you think I should do to this car next, and drop a like if you have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.